Eskdale Mill is a Grade 2 star listed 16th century watercore mill based in the village of Boot. It's been a visitor attraction since the 1970s. We've recently installed a fantastic exhibition which is very hands-on, so it enables people to appreciate the value of the mill and its history, as well as understand the milling processes and the machinery. My name's Kate Hughes. I'm the mill manager at Eskdale Mill. My role entails delivering the operations here. So the mill historically ground oats and barley, but in the 1750s they introduced wheat and eventually the second water wheel. So we have regular 5-star reviews from our visitors, which is really lovely. Well, some of them have not been here before, so they don't really know what to expect. They step inside and suddenly they realise that they've entered this historical world, and then it just gets better as they walk around and they get to see machinery that is working. So there's inscriptions in the timbers. There's a particular one of a mouse which people spend a bit of time as a family looking for, and when they find it there's always shrieks of delight. There's other elements in the first room. There's the last miller's hat and the last miller's melodeon. So that's nice because then that means that I'm able to relay the story to them about Ned Bibby, the last miller that operated the mill. Further along they come across the sack hoist, and it shows the mechanisms that were used by the millers. There's some activities as well along the way that they can get involved with. So they were handed a sheet asking them questions, but also involving them in discovering the answers to those questions. So there's 6 brass ribbons around the mill, all in order to help them understand more. So they go outside and they discover the big water wheels, which are pretty awesome. So it's a really lovely experience for people, and then they walk away. We usually see them when they leave the grounds and they've got big smiles on their faces, which is really lovely.
I'm Paul Farrow. I'm the chair of the trustees of Eskdale Mill and Heritage Trust, which bought the site from Cumbria County Council in 2006. So we're just coming to the end now of a major restoration project funded mainly by the National Lottery Heritage Fund. Total value of the project has been around £1 million. About half that sum actually went on restoring the fabric of the building and repairing the machinery and installing the interpretation. But lottery funding extends also to activities, and the salary, for example, of the mill manager, who's been in post for the last 2 years, is still being paid by the lottery. In order to qualify for lottery funding, you have to find some of the money yourself, match funding. We got very generous match funding from Copeland Community Fund. The match funders together raised something under £100,000, but by far the greatest proportion of that came from Copeland. If we had failed to find the match funding, we would not have got the money from the lottery. So there's tremendous leverage there in terms of an investment by Copeland Community Fund and the other match funders, Leader and 1 or 2 others, being able to get the lottery to put in the big money, taking us up to £1 million, both to restore the building and to run it in the initial period. And we've been delighted to have been nominated for an award by the Association of Heritage Interpretation, who have nominated us as one of the finalists in the indoor category of their annual awards programme.